guys, it's Tammy, and I thought that I would show you guys how I make lobster, or how you put lobster clasps onto this jewelry. This is a simple process, and I almost didn't do it on a video because it's very easy, but I figured there might be some people out there who may not know, because everybody has to learn and you have to start somewhere. So if you already know how to do this, you can skip this video for sure. But if this is something that you've been kind of wondering how I can create a piece of jewelry out of a jewel or whatever, then maybe this could help you. So I'm just taking my jewel off of the board that it comes on. Now this one came with a lobster clasp already on it, and that's what I'm looking for. So I am just going to put this other one that says December, sorry, or no, it doesn't, it says September, sorry. I can't even tell if this is the right way, but it says September on one side and then it has the birthstone on the other side. I don't know why I said December. And I also purchased lobster clasps, so that's what these are. I'm going to open this up and just get one of the clasps out. Now you do need a few tools. I like to use 2 of these flathead pliers, and I use 2 because I can take one and separate the O-ring, which is what this is called, so that it opens up. Hopefully you can see that okay. So I simply just opened that up. And then I'm going to make sure that this O-ring is closed. Sometimes they come opened, but most of the time they're closed. This one's closed, so I'm just going to stick that closed O-ring on here, and then I'm just going to move this back into place. And it's really this easy, guys. And sometimes I like to fool with it just a little bit just to make sure that it is closed all the way, so I just kind of squeeze it the other way. I'm just trying to get a good grip on it. I'm going to move this one over to that side so that there's more room. Oops! Alright, now I dropped it, so now I have to find it. Actually, it looks really good right now. And as long as it's closed, sometimes I'll run my finger across it just to make sure that I have a good connection and it's not gonna snag on anything. And I'm gonna push it down just a hair on one side. And that's that. So, I mean, it's just a circled O-ring. You just close it up so that it is closed, and that's that. So now that is also on a lobster clasp, and I'm going to do the same thing to these and to the other one. So, I mean, it's pretty easy. This is so simple. I almost, like I said, didn't even want to do a video, but I know that sometimes some of the easy things that we think are easy might not be so easy or obvious to other people. So this one doesn't have an O-ring on it. It just has, if you can see the cross, it just has the little thing on it. It doesn't have an O-ring, which is okay. You could either put an O-ring on it if you want to, or you can just go directly onto this O-ring and it will be fine, which is what I'm going to opt into. If this was something that was super expensive, or if I was going to wear it as a necklace or something, maybe I would put a different O-ring on. But because this is just for our planners, it's not a huge deal. I'm just going to put it right on that. And the reason I would put an O-ring on if I were wearing it is, I'll show you in a second how it doesn't necessarily lay very flat. All right, so I just closed that ring. And then so if you were, and I wouldn't put a lobster clasp on it if I was wearing it on my necklace, but you see how the, and I'm not going to show this very well, I'm afraid. You can see how the O-ring makes it so that it always is going to be like this. If I put the O-ring, if I put this on this way, it would be upside down. It doesn't have any room to turn or twist because there's no extra play. It's just stuck right onto there. So this has to go on like this, and that's just the way it's going to be. If it had an extra O-ring, that one doesn't have one either. This one does. It gives you a little bit more room. I can hold it this way and I can still wear it on either side. Make sense? And there is one side that's more comfortable than the other, but you can do it either way. With this one, I can't even hold it and make it be the other way unless I twist this up. So I'm not doing a very good example, but you'll see when you start to do it if you really want to do it. So I'm just going to do that again really quick just for this one, because there's one for me and one for a friend. So I'm going to take out another lobster clasp. And open this ring up. And you see how I'm opening it? Well, trying to. I'm moving it from left to right. I'm not pulling it open. I'm just bending it so that it will open and I can put something inside. Like that. And then you just bend it back. You don't open it necessarily, you just bend it open. When you start trying to like push on it this way and the other way, it will bend, and then you have a kind of a loopy looking circle. It's no longer a nice ring. And I am going to take my pliers and push it down just a hair this way. And it really doesn't take a lot of pressure. I'm just going to rub my finger around it. Yep, so that one's done. And then I have just one more, and I'm kind of thinking I want to do something different with this one. These are harder to open. So I'm just taking all of these little wiry things off, twist tie things. And this is the March one. This is my birthstone. So I think I would like to have this on this and not separated. So I'm going to bend this open. Like I don't want two separate things. I just want one. Bend this open. And then I'm going to include it on the ring that's already on there. And I'm just putting it back so it is back into an O. And there we go. So now I have this one with this next to it, and it just says March because that's my birthstone. And then this could flip over and, you know, you can see the little stone, but I kind of like the March there anyway. So it's just like that. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that with the September one too. I don't know if she would like them to be separated or just one. You know what? We're so much alike. I'm going to do hers like this one because I kind of like it like that. So I'm going to... Just kidding. Lobster clasp, I really don't need you. So I'm going to take this lobster clasp off. If I can find the opening to this. Here it is. Remove the lobster clasp. Oops, I'm not doing a very good job. I'm going to need to hold it with my pliers. Remove the lobster clasp and then put it on here. And I'm not closing it all the way because I want to see how it lays. I think I'm going to turn it. So you do need to sometimes pay attention to where you're putting it so that you can know how it's going to lay. So let's see here. And there. September. Yay! I like it, I like it, I like it. All right, so there is that. Super easy to do. I hope that somebody learned something. I know that it was a very simple video, and you know, it really doesn't take much to make some really cute things into something else that you might like. Or if you don't know how to do something, sometimes it's the simple things that just make it so easy. So hopefully that helps, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye. And I guess you might like to see how I use these. So this is my traveler's notebook, and it's gotten awfully bulky, but it's fun. And so I'm going to take my March lobster clasp. These nails will let me. Crazy. I need to get them redone. And I'm just going to attach that to this. This is the hardest part. It should be the easiest part. Get myself out of my way. I'm just attaching it to one of those elastics up there. And there we go. Isn't that cute? You could also put them on the front if you wanted to, like I have a couple here. And this elastic just goes around this, and you could attach them to the front. Like those if you want to. However you want to do it. And then I need to make sure that this, okay, lays that way. Super cute. I'm loving it. Yay! And I like that it doesn't stick out too far. or any of that. So that's just really cool. Yay, I'm excited. Okay, so thanks. And you can do the same thing with with this one. I could put it wherever, but I have a different idea for that. So there you go. Thanks for watching again. Bye-bye.